There's a device that I've been using called a Whoop.
Hello and welcome back to IGOW4. I'm your host, FPV Skittles, and we are on weekly challenge number 14, the Happymodel Selfies. So for this week's challenge, you're going to have to fly all around yourself and through your legs, hence the name Selfies. And for the first time, we're going to have a requirement that you must do the tricks inside somewhere where there's a 9-foot max ceiling height. Alright, so I'm actually at West Coast Throwdown right now as this video is premiering. So Callisto's going to go over the specific weekly requirements with you. But before we get into that, I'm here to talk about our weekly featured sponsor, Happymodel. Happymodel makes some of the most popular and widely used bind and fly whoops and whoop electronics on the market. Ever since the Mobula 7, they've been a leader in the whoop space and always been innovating their products. The Mobula 6 is probably the most popular whoop of all time, and I think almost everyone who's flying whoops has had one at one point. Happymodel continues to innovate, making great motors and flight controllers and everything else you need for whoops. So check out their website, happymodel.cn, to see their products, and you can buy them at many of the popular whoop retailers. Happymodel has also been a longtime supporter of IGOW and RaceGOW, and they always provide awesome prizes for our contestants. Huge thank you to Jason and everyone at Happymodel for supporting and sponsoring IGOW4. Okay, so now let's jump into the requirements for weekly challenge number 14, the Happymodel Selfies. So let's first go to Callisto for an explanation of two of the new elements for this week's challenge, the cradle and the 360 stall rewind.
For the cradle maneuver, or the whoop-de-doo, or the forgot my keys, whatever you want to call it, you fly. What you do is you fly on one side of an obstacle, keeping your orientation forward, and then flying around the obstacle, and then backwards around the other side of it. The cleanest way to do this is to try to keep the obstacle in view the entire time. So what you have to do is flying on the one side of it, pitching back, maybe slightly turning, keeping the object in view, and then cradling around it, coming backwards. And that's a cradle. With stall 360 rewind, what you're going to want to do is fly under and through your legs, and using your speed and momentum, pitch back and punch yourself up towards the ceiling, and at the peak of your momentum, looking directly at the ceiling, do a 360 degree roll, and then extend down and through your legs backwards to your starting position. And that's a stall 360.
Alright, so now I'm going to give you over to Callisto so he can explain the 3 requirements for this week's challenge, and I might pop in here or there to add something that he left out.
Requirement number 1 consists of constant motion Matty flip of yourself, a cradle of each leg starting from the outside in, stall 360 rewind, under through your legs, and back through your legs, and then another constant motion Matty flip, finishing off the celebration. So what you will start with is constant motion Matty flip yourself over your head, under your legs, in constant motion, then straight into a cradle of each leg starting from the outside in, straight into a stall 360 rewind, going under your legs, straight up to the ceiling, rolling, descending back through your legs, into another constant motion Matty flip of yourself, and then finish off with celebration. That's requirement number 1.
Alright, just one quick thing I have to add there to requirement number 1. For the cradle, you must keep yourself in FPV view at all times. You can't just fly forward and then fly backwards through your legs. You actually have to lean back so you can see yourself and do a real cradle.
For requirement number 2, you must complete 2 half matties through your legs, both in opposite roll directions, and then straight back through your legs again into a cubics rewind. And on the cubics rewind, you must see yourself in FPV view the entire 360-degree roll before pitching forward and going back through your legs. So the first thing you need to do is one half Matty in one roll direction through your legs, and then straight back into another half Matty in the opposite roll direction, back through your legs, and then back through your legs again for the cubics rewind. And a cubics rewind is go through your legs, pitch back until you see yourself, do a 360-degree roll, keeping yourself in the FPV view, and pitch forward, returning back through your legs to complete the challenge. So, one half Matty in one direction through your legs, straight back into another half Matty back through your legs, and then through your legs again for a cubics rewind. So through your legs, pitch back until you see yourself, 360-degree roll, pitch forward, and return back through your legs to complete the challenge. You must fly away cleanly with no bumps or ground taps. Requirement number 3 consists of 2 regular orbits, 2 constantly motion power loops, and 2 inverted orbits, keeping your upper body and your head towards the center of the FPV view the entire time. And the first thing you'll need to do is 2 regular orbits of yourself and immediately go into 2 power loops, 2 constantly motion power loops. Immediately after the second power loop, while passing through your leg, you must go immediately into the 2 inverted orbits, keeping your upper body and your head towards the center of the FPV view the entire time. The max camera angle on this is going to be 45 degrees, and I use 30 degrees.
Everyone, do your best on these 3 selfie combos. We're coming down to the end of the game here, and we're soon going to find out who the 16 pilots are that make the IGOW4 playoffs. Good luck and happy whooping!
Yeah, I'm fine. If it is for not being able to sleep, eat for every night. Yeah, I'm fine. Finally feeling the pressure of keeping my feelings inside. Yeah, I'm fine. Well, maybe I'm not, and I just need to tell someone I'm not alright.
I'm gonna rip some packs around the house. I just need a mission for submission, tricks that I can learn how and then train for a couple of days until I have all the clips that I need. IGOW is a whoopaholic's paintbrush. IGOW is a whoopaholic's toothbrush. I need to go acro now. I wanna be that quadcopter up in the sky now, and I'm gonna risk my whoop, 'cause I've got another whoop, and I can't possibly fly 2 whoops, at least simultaneously.
Orbit's too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like IGOW to touch. I wanna hold you so much. Orbit you, baby, and if it's quite alright, IGOW you, baby, to warm the lonely nights. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, don't break me down, I pray, oh pretty baby. Now that I've found you, stay and let me orbit you, babe, let me love you.
Do you wanna do an orbit? Upside down around the ball. It can be anywhere, at any height we'll find we're really time. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish I could make you split. Does it have to be an orbit? Yes, it has to be an orbit. Okay, I'll try. Do you wanna do an orbit? Upside down around the peak. I think this trick is overdue. I started scrolling through the Reddit for the week. It gets a little lonely on these packs, just watching my whoop crash down. I think I got an orbit. I think I got an orbit. Okay, let's fly. Okay, let's fly.
Flying sharks and flying sharks on the flying sharks. Or flying sharks to get flying sharks. Flying sharks and flying sharks. Flying sharks. You know, flying sharks. Flying sharks.
Meet the tunny hoop. The male hoop or brazen must perform a dance and press the female hoop. Called Skittles, Brazen practices his dance to be sure it is absolutely perfect. He builds a pouch to lure the female in. Once she's touched upon this apparatus, he is ready to start the show. The dance is so complex, the eye can hardly follow. Two of these, one of those, before you know it, his dance is over. Skittles is aroused. Hubba hubba. Skittles is captivated by the mediocre performance. She exposes her buttery port for insertion. Grayson extends his beauty to point connector. Hubba hubba hoo choo wee wee wagga wugga. With his task complete, the little brazen tunny hoop flies away to prepare for next week's adventure.
Going out to fly my whoop. Flying through a hula hoop. Fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my whoop. And I forgot my keys. Forgot my keys. Forgot my keys. Going out to fly my whoop. Flying through a hula hoop. Fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my whoop. And I forgot my keys. Forgot my keys. Forgot my keys.
Alright, let's meow this. This is a rap about Ilman and Grey, the two cool cats bringing IGOW. Hey, what is IGOW? I'll give you a lesson in juicy pussy tricks and whoops. Now here's my session. Started off one day with a dope man. His name was Dan. Had a plan. A man with a plan and a competition, but his spelling, it caused a petition. IGOW. What the hell is that? The W makes no sense. Are you a brat? The W is supposed to mean whoop. With these IGOW rule changes, it's gone to poop. IGOW. Now the cats are here, coming in clutch to remove fears about Dan's ABC. So let's get down to...
Hey.
What?
Feed me lipos. Hey.
must be awful, but please pull up your pants. No offense, won't be dancing in rice. I'm not telling you twice. Nothing you can do to make things right. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights.
Tu é mais que poema, é a coisa mais linda.
Sitting all alone on your crackback, hoping for some cash, but they're burning off the flashlight. Hey, still all weak, lacking talent, but you get the parents. So proud how you manage to date. Everybody lonely in this goddamn city. Goddamn city got me pity all the pretty. I'm getting high in a room full of hippies. Goddamn hippies. We got no room. Only Gemini right. You're a bunch of fools. That's what your mom's trying to say. We fly with you. While you rub your turtlenecks is what we do. We win and you lose. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. Free up the beat. Just give me some slice, hey.
You can split my ass anytime.
You're the best. Orca goggles.
What was that? Oh my... No shot, dude.
All right. Welcome back to IGOW. Oh, that might have been a little loud. Welcome back to IGOW4. We are finally back from the road trip and back in IGOW Studios. And we're going to do the review for week number 14 and 15 today. I know a lot of people were wondering what's going to happen, but I was going to try to do it from Vegas the second time, but didn't want to get... Anyway, we just ran out of time. But let's just jump into it. There's not that many players or videos left. If we go back, if you don't remember, week 14 was the Selfies challenge, where you had to do the tricks around yourself. And we currently have, after the week number 13 scores are put in there, if you want to go back, you can see the scoring. Week number 13, the top 19 players passed, and the bottom, the rest of the players got letters. Unfortunately, RCKY was right there on the cutoff and average just below, and Velvixen Aviation had just enough. And that was a wheel spin. We'll also do that for week 15. Anyway, so we were down to 54 players going into week 14. And of those 54, wow, a lot of them. 50, 26, 54, like 18 or 18 or 28. 28. Almost half of them have IGO. So we could lose half the remaining players on this challenge. There were a total of 40 submitted videos. So we'll see. Out of 54 players, that's not bad. That's probably one of the highest percentages of people remaining submitting videos. And then we'll also go over week 15 after a little break. We have any impaired footage from Vegas? We tried to be more responsible the second time.